did you do it, little peacock? Did you
Bruh, I can't believe I'm doing the stream. Like, for real, I actually can't believe I'm doing the stream. Okay, make sure things are looking good.
There's so much loot going on here.
Decent. All
Holy
I can
frick,
say
there's
is
so much
looking
loot
decent.
going on in here. That is so much fan. There's someone's doing
Wait.
fan art of that.
Oh, tons of damage is a free
Someone's
one.
doing fan art
Okay,
of that.
nice.
Oh no! No! I don't want to move. I want to drink the panacea.
Nah, you should totally not drink it. You know
And
what?
then I
You should
should
get a
move.
1 to prove my point.
Do, 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 do.
Clip that. Somebody clip that right now.
Do, 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 do.
Oh my god.
No, I'm testing
Yeah.
fate. Why not?
I took away all her close relationships.
Do, 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 do. Oh,
The moment she stepped out of the Bonajade exchange,
I'm gonna put that in the background. Do, 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 do.
her name. But her
Need to be
parents and
quick,
siblings would
cause
sabotage
the thing might
It would
end up
be
saying
impossible
putting up a lot of
for
noise.
Pepe heads.
Okay.
She told Stacy's parents. Why?
Okay. Anyway. At
Yeah, she had to tell Stacy's mom that she has it going.
this stuff,
I'm not sorry. I am
I
not
haven't
sorry.
calibrated my model. I haven't done VTube Studio related stuff.
Wait, what was that?
I
I don't know.
need
That's
to
just that's
calibrate
continuing glitch.
more things.
I've learned from people that chat is not.
And I
always
hear
right. I know
something
it's a little weird to say.
Sigh.
But you're not always right, chat. And for those of you who have the customer is
Dad
always
is
right
home.
mentality,
But that's okay. Well, such is the life of
Can I ask you
streaming
something? Oh,
outside the
really
usual hours.
Is there anything I can do?
Because normally I would be streaming at 3 p.m.
Where is she?
And in fact, actually,
Where is she?
I could have done it at 3 p.m.
I'm joking.
But
I appreciate it. Now, level me up, Scotty.
there was an issue with
Oh,
scheduling.
That's 2 levels.
So I had to do some stuff Saturday,
60.
which
Oh
was the
my
main reason why I rescheduled, or I set the schedule
nice.
to be Saturday instead of, or Saturday evening instead of Saturday afternoon at like
420.
3. I could have done it at 3, but
Clip that, and I just farted.
there were some, let's say,
Alright,
scheduling
hold
stuff.
on, hold on.
So
It's not
originally, the stuff was gonna happen at around
Oh,
3, but
okay.
turns out stuff happened at 12.
Okay.
Fucking
So had to do
You
stuff,
will be
and
by,
then,
by accident.
by the time I got
dang
home,
it.
I was probably like a bit tired. So
Uh,
there you go. I
that.
couldn't do that. And even if I wanted to do it at 3 p.m.,
While he's on.
like I
And,
couldn't. I know that it doesn't change anything
And she
But
voices a character
in terms of like
Ethan
scheduling, because I knew for
Gazer.
sure I was gonna
Name is
stream
Love,
at
and,
right now. But
people
Still.
be about her
anyway,
lies when she says like, it's hard.
for all the people who are here really early
That's also
at
kinda
the
rude
start,
too,
like
but, you
exact
know,
start
it's
of the
fine.
stream,
At least
how
it
are
gives me
you
a
doing?
giggle.
By the way,
Don't get soft on
you feel free to tell me how everything is going. Also, I keep seeing this gift
Why
reminder
you
thing.
have to say
from,
that
right
right
from
after
Throne.
the
I don't see it, but I don't know how
hard.
I'm able to see it. Wait, am I
Oh
able to
my-
see it? No, it's okay. It's not a Stream Elements thing. It's just a Twitch thing. I don't know if that shows in chat or something,
Don't get
but
soft on me now.
sometimes I see like the activity feed talk about my throne, and I don't know why. Or I know why. I just
Sorry.
don't know
Die
how
before-
often it does it. It seems to be every like week or so, or every few days. I don't know.
I heard you
This
wanted
one's 6
to go
days
back
ago.
to
This one's 2
Castle.
days ago.
Maybe I'll give you
I
some
don't know.
agent.
It's doing it while I'm not live, and I don't understand. Like, man, here, gift reminder. Check out my featured gift on my wish list. I'm just like, bruh, I didn't even stream freaking this whole week because I was sick. Am I still sick? Yes. Kind of. I'm actually getting a little bit better, in fact. You know what? Let me in fact get some get my medicine actually. It's not like drowsy. It doesn't have any like side effects, so it's fine.
Yes, please.
Just
Yes,
basically,
yes,
for now, I
yes.
seem like I don't have a cold.
I'm
So
happy.
it's getting a
I'm
lot
very
better
happy.
since I did the medicine. It's like Wednesday.
happy.
I actually swapped because
I need
the
some
regular
morphine.
cold medicine wasn't working, so I went with the stronger stuff, aka
Alright,
painkillers,
it's okay.
aka Advil.
Just let
Anyway,
it all out.
let me get the pills,
We have to
so I can
live.
say pills here.
Blushing, Master Yanqing.
He likes being called daddy. I mean, what?
This is, the first time someone has called me master. I need to, get used to it.
Oh my! Actually, wait. I was actually correct. I know I said daddy, but you know it's basically the same thing. You know. No, I think he's developing a kink. This is how freaking busted this freaking gun is.
So I actually only have 3 pills.
Now you see why I was scared. Okay.
Look, I do have another like container of the pills, but this one has 3 left. So
That's why it's so.
I'm gonna have to
freaking
go to the other
ridiculous.
container. Why redo? Because lore
Like
was
one
like
shot, though.
lore,
It
should
was,
say
like,
league
sort of,
lore.
I mean,
I
you
didn't
could just kill
realize
them
got
and spawn.
updated. Number 1.
Then it doesn't
Number
matter.
2, because why not?
It doesn't matter.
Because why not?
That's how
lore is
freaking dumb
outdated.
this
Yeah,
gun
lore is. Okay, so for anyone who doesn't
How
know,
dumb this gun
league lore. Actually, let's go here. Okay, for those of you who don't know league lore, okay, one to all of chat, anyone who is here, how are you all doing today? Welcome in, Herbs. 2, league lore. For those of you who don't know, back in the day, league lore used to just be like a whole lot different than what it was now. Back then, there was a Summoner's Rift was a real thing. Okay, it was an actual thing, and I believe Lee Sin like was like a big part of like the summoners in like Summoner's Rift, and then something happened to him, whatever, and now he's blind. But now League is like completely different. Summoner's Rift is not really like canon in Runeterra anymore, so yeah, back in my day, yeah. I mean, I tend to say that a decent amount. I don't think I've said it a lot recently, but I have a tendency to say it, especially if you talk about things that I've seen that were like old. So yeah, we are redoing the league stuff, mostly because of that, but also just to walk down memory lane to see what I did for my abilities, and yeah, but I'm old. That means I feel like some people would think that that's an insult, but for me, that's not really an insult for me. Calling me old is not an insult. Like if you tell an Asian person that they're old, that it's a 50-50. They either are offended or they're not. Because for those of you who don't know, as an Asian man, age is a sign of knowledge. So yeah. So if you call me old, then that's fine. I could care less if you call me old or young, but you know. Anyway, and yes, for anyone who is looking at the title of the stream, I am not going to be playing League. I'm just putting this as a little like reminder / warning, I am not going to be playing League today. Well, because one, I don't really stream League, and two, this is not me talking about actual gameplay, because I can't. Modding in an actual game is illegal, so I can't do that. I literally am not allowed. That is literally illegal. Okay, so all I can do is just show a piece of paper, aka not PowerPoint, and then yeah. Okay. I already have the thing prepped, but you know, I like to talk. It's not false advertisement. Okay, just because of the stream categories League doesn't mean I have to play League or else. All right, we'll be talking a lot about League and going down memory lane with both the Kiyo-Sekai, where I talked about my theorized kit from 2022, I think. Wait, is it 2022? Wait, type League of Legends. November 12th of 2022. And I streamed it on October of 2022. Holy. I am aware that people are like, you do just chatting or art, but I feel like it's in the scope of League, because we're talking about League. League is the topic. League is everything here. I could, if you want me to, I could literally just run the game and just show the items. Like, if someone's gonna be an actual police about it, I can do that. But otherwise, I'm not gonna do that right now. All right. If anyone else in chat is gonna yell at me for it, then I'll do it. But for now, let me stick with this for now. Okay, but yeah, October of 2022. Holy. And this was in the previous model before the one I have right now. So, yeah, that's very interesting. Like I said, we're kind of going back through memory lane just to see like what I did in 2022 and all that fun jazz. But yeah, without further ado, let's just go. And I'm gonna assume that I literally kicked all the people out who were thinking that I was gonna play League. It was like, no, all the new viewers who thought I was playing League. No, I'm not actually playing League, unfortunately. Am I good at League? I mean, I haven't played League since when was the last time I played League? 2020 something? I don't know. Like at least like a few years. At least a few years. All I remember is like, okay, I have played League recently now, obviously, because for those of you who don't know, I actually had a vow where I said I would never play League again. But then things happened, life happened, and then I was like, I will allow me playing League if certain IRL conditions were to happen, or conditions plural but not plural. I'll elaborate later. But the other one was if someone gave me 10k, but I would book a vow to never play Genshin. Oh, okay. A broken promise. I mean, it depends on like who is part of that promise, right? Like I tend to make vows just for myself, so I make my own rules. But with this one was kind of personal, so the reason why I added like little conditions for me to come back to was because life happened, and I have a few friend groups, and we're gonna talk about this one specific friend group. There is one person in the friend group who kind of just disappeared altogether. So, IRL friend, he was disappointed with me. Well, I'm not gonna ask for you to elaborate, but if you feel free to if you want to. But anyway, as for the one that I was talking about, so that friend was kind of just doing their own thing for like years, and they were kind of isolating themselves, and I wanted them to come back because one, everyone misses them, and two, because I feel like isolating is kind of unhealthy. I think they were like super isolated, so they were only like interacting with either stuff related to their business or whoever they live with. So I wanted them to talk to other people more, so that's why I said if this person came back and decided to play League with like the group, then I will come back and play with the group. That's number one. Number two was about another person who is decently active, and this person does not like League. so I said, because why not? If this person plays League, because with the vow of never playing League, I kind of wanted to make it decently hard for everyone. So if this person never played League, or this person did not like League and will not play League, plays League, then I will come back to play League. Okay, that's number two. And then number three was about the same person. If they were to never ever play another MOBA game that they are a fan of, which they haven't been playing much because there's a lot of other games happening right now. So that game isn't in their radar, which for anyone who doesn't know, the game is Heroes of the Storm, which is the Blizzard league, I guess. It's faster pace, doesn't have items, and it's very interesting. And the level ups and XP is like very important because you get perks based on your level, which I think is very interesting. And those are the three like IRL conditions. The fourth one being if someone gave me 10K, but let's be real, no one's gonna give me freaking 10K. Why would they? And so we're here now, which means one of these conditions happened. So, and for anyone wondering about the 10K, if I would have, if it was someone who gave it to me from online, as in like someone I don't know, and if I would not play League until like the money is confirmed in, because I would not. So people, chargebacks are a thing, and I hate seeing chargebacks. So if it was literally someone randomly online on Twitter or something gave me 10K and then decided to charge back, one, it screws everyone over. So why would you do that? And two, I would not have done it anyway, because I knew that someone may end up doing a chargeback BS. Like literally, I don't understand why people do chargebacks. It's freaking dumb. Because it's literally stupid to just do it. Because it benefits no one. Okay, it may benefit, like, I guess, PayPal or whoever's the middleman, but I don't know. But still, no, just don't do it. It gives everyone else a headache. Yeah, 25 years. Okay, well, in that case, if it's 25 years, then I will be real with you. You living in the freaking medieval ages. Literally asking for 25-year old freaking money. But anyway, the condition that happened was, surprisingly, the one friend who was isolating themselves actually came back. Very surprising. I thought this person would not, but somehow they did. And they decided to play League. There was a condition that I would play another MOBA. Yeah, it's called Supervive. It actually recently came out around like a week or so ago. Let me look at the release date of Supervive. Oh, hello? Okay. Supervive. November 20th. So 10 days ago. This game came out. And the friend told me that, hey, play this game with me. And then I'll come back and everything. I was like, okay, sure. I did say that I was a little iffy on the Battle Royale, but I'm gonna be honest, it's not that bad. I think my main issue with Battle Royales is mostly the fact that most of them are just most of the popular ones are just shooters. It's like literally like actual like FPS shooters and all that for jazz. And in a shooter environment, I'm not a fan of battle royales. I like it more condensed. 8v8, 5v5, perfectly fine with me. Even freaking TF2 with like freaking what 16v16, I think that you can do. I could be wrong. It could be 12, but like you could do a lot of people in freaking TF2. I'd be fine with that too. I like TF2. In fact, me and the homies actually talked about playing TF2. I believe it was because Nana Ted was talking about he was doing a collab with a TF2 a TF2 person, and he wanted tips on how to play TF2. Me and Sarge knew how to play, so we gave him the basics, I guess. But yeah, I like TF2, but as a battle royale, nah, that ain't for me. I don't like all the chaos of a battle royale. Whereas with Supervive, it's actually not as bad because there's not as many teams. Actually, I think 40 is still a pretty sizable amount. But was it 20? It was like, I think it's 10 teams of 4, and then maybe it could be 10 teams of 2 and 10 teams of 4, as in like separate modes, or 10 teams. For anyone who actually does play Supervive like actively, feel free to tell me which one it is, or you can look it up yourself. I'm not going to because I want to do Kiyo-Sekai. I want to do Kiyo-Sekai, okay? But yeah, so now I play League. I get to play my Garen, because for those of you who don't know, I'm a Garen main. I like Garen. You know, fun fact, I actually liked playing Garen before he actually became like good. So for those of you who don't know, the history of Garen. Garen used to not scale. In fact, actually pretty hard to see because of the chat HSR video ID in the top left. But I have a Garen tab. All right, for those of you who don't know, he used to not scale. All right, you see, is E? This didn't scale very well back in the day. Okay, this would just scale off of AD, and I believe that's it. And I believe you may get like a little more spins, based on your level. That's about it. Attack speed didn't matter back in the day. And then I believe decisive strike was about the same. And then courage, this one. W, I don't remember W also having this back in the day either. It was just the damage reduction. I don't think it even had the shield. I don't even remember if it had tenacity either, but it was just this. It was just take no damage. That's it. I believe this is the ult's about the same, but spin now scaling off of of attack speed and getting more spins. It's freaking huge. I don't remember if he had armor reduction either, so lot of interesting things with Garen. Garen used to be complete doo doo. I'm just gonna put it right there. But I like the gameplay of Garen, therefore I like playing him anyway. Because I remember back in the day when I had friends, or when I had when I was in school and I said that I like Garen, people freaking laughed at me. You're like, Garen, why the frick you like Garen? I'm like, he spin. That's all that about. He spin a lot with E, and he does it very often. That's why I like Garen. That's actually the main reason why I like Garen, is because he spins. All right. For those of you who also don't know, I also have a Discord server, and I like to spin in the general chat because I like the spinning. You could blame Garen for being one of the main reasons why I like to spin every day on Discord. But yeah, this is not about Garen, unless we want to talk about Garen later. This is about me. It's about me. Okay. Do I spin? No. Okay, well, technically I kind of do, but not really. But it's not like an actual legit spin like Garen. Like if I were to say it was the closest thing to my spin is to a champion, it would probably be Tryndamere. But even that is not even right either. It's not even the case. Is only a spin for animation's sake, and it's from old. So anyway, let's talk about 2022. Okay, this is, as you see here, this is what I have written down for Kiyo-Sekai. I think it's the first Kiyo-Sekai, right? League of Legends. Let me check. Yeah, this is the first, not the pilot. The pilot episode was Gloomhaven, but the actual official first Kiyo-Sekai was League of Legends. Why? Don't ask. Don't ask me. Ask freaking 2022 Kiyo. But this is what I had for in 2022. October of 2022, I made this on the spot. Literally on the spot. So, let's talk about it. And let's see what we change. And actually, let's talk about this one. So for anyone who doesn't know, I know I've said this way earlier in the stream. How long ago? How long has the stream lasted? Oh, only 30 minutes. Never mind. Okay. Earlier in the stream, not way earlier, because it's only been 30 minutes of stream. We talked about how the lore of League changed. Because Summoner's Rift is not really a thing in actual Runeterra. Or maybe it is. I don't know. It's an alternate universe. So, I guess, maybe. So, yeah. So that's this wrong. Absolutely wrong. Unfortunately. Non-canon lore. What? Okay, so now the question. Now the real question. Where would I be from? I think I remember back in 2022, I said I would have been born in Ionia and raised in Demacia. If I remember correctly. So, would I have been trained under Garen? No. Because technically, I believe if I remember my league lore correctly, I don't know league lore. Based on what I have heard from other people, Demacia does not like magic. I technically have powers, which can be considered by people as magic. So I don't think I would have stayed in Demacia just because they would probably consider my powers as magic. I mean, technically, in this lore that we're making up on the spot right now, I would be from Ionia. And Ionia is perfectly fine with magic, I think. You feel free to tell me if I'm wrong. Feel free to tell me if I'm right. But they should be okay with magic. All right. So, what would this mean? So, I guess born in Ionia, raised in Demacia. We'll just write that down for now, just so we know. And then where would we end up? I feel like we would end up in Piltover. I think. Although now we're talking about Piltover and then people are gonna talk about Arcade. I'm just gonna say right now. Alright. I'm going to say this. And to all the people who are watching the stream, who have watched it, it's Arcane. I think. Let's be real. You guys know where this is going. Arcane. I have not watched Arcane. I don't care about spoilers, though. You can feel free to tell me spoilers. I could care less. But don't talk about spoilers in chat, though. Even if they're fake, I will delete your message. Because there are people potentially here who have not who have not watched Arcane and care about spoilers. So I like to protect those people from spoilers. So if you can avoid spoiling, that would be great. But yeah. So now in Piltover, I don't know. I don't know if I would like really live in Piltover. Because I feel like if I were in League, I would probably be traveling a lot. So I guess if I were to have a home, it would be in Piltover. So I would be from Ionia, be raised in Demacia. I would own a home in Piltover. And then I would just be traveling. I guess that would be the lore. I guess I'll just be a wandering guardian. I just help people just wherever I go. That's just, I don't know. Just a wandering soul, perhaps. But yeah, welcome on Incendiary. How you doing? We're revisiting Kiyo-Sekai that I did back in 2022. So we're actually changing some stuff right now. So far, everything except for this has been unchanged. This is what we're talking about right now. So I guess born in Ionia, raised in Demacia. I guess owns a home in Piltover. Now traveling wherever. Do I know my parents? I feel like I feel like my parents would go. Actually, that's a good question. Would they go to Piltover or Demacia? feel like they would be in Demacia. Okay. I feel like my parents would stay in Demacia, but I would go to Piltover, and then I would travel. I think that's what I would do. So yeah. And then what would I be doing? I would just be wandering around. Sightseeing and helping whoever comes, whoever he sees along the way. I guess. Ganyu's birthday is coming up. Ganyu. Like Genshin Ganyu? Very interesting. I guess maybe I guess Genshin characters do have birthdays. But Prikastara except for maybe like March. But March's birthday isn't necessarily on March 7th. She just was found on March 7th. Also, don't say that your birthday is not important, because you are valuable in your own right, even if other people do not see the value. Because your value is determined by yourself and yourself alone, in my personal opinion. But yeah, Ganyu. I remember. Oh yeah, I think yeah, because I remember in Reddit. Sometimes I would see like on Reddit it be like "Happy birthday to X character from Genshin." I was like, huh. And then now you're saying this, like it's making me remember that again. I guess for now we'll leave the lore just kind of like vague, because I don't think this is the important part. Because for those of you who don't know, my theory crafting is mostly focused on the gameplay. Back in the day, we also did this. But let's be real. I think there's only a few things I may change from here, due to the fact that Summer's Rift not really a thing in the actual League lore. So I may change some stuff, because I definitely did references of Summoner's Rift and Summoners and the actual League of Legends. So I may have to change some stuff there. But otherwise, I want to focus on this right side here, because I'm a big fan of talking about the gameplay. I know, but Kiyo, there is no gameplay. There's no actual. You can't put yourself in the game. That's not possible. That's illegal. Well, you're right, but I like to theory craft. Therefore, I'm doing it anyway. All right. I think I'm still gonna keep this. I am manaless. I use health instead. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Because my power comes from the soul, so it makes perfect sense. I guess for those of you who don't know, my power does come from the soul. So there you go. Kiyo lore for the people who didn't know that. Somehow, actually, I feel that's not. I feel like that's not exactly public knowledge. So yes, the power comes from the soul, from my spirit, as people may say. Ever vigilant is a passive. I can see through your brush without being in it. When the enemy is when it's able to see Kiyo, he's not near visible when he's notified. It's 50-second cooldown on that. When any champion leaves Kiyo's line of sight, they are revealed to the team for 1 second. So I'm gonna talk about this one. This passive I'm definitely changing. The reason is because of a character in League who one of my friends actually mains, Pike. So what Pike does, I know Pike has like extra stuff alongside this, but when Pike is not visible to enemies, he rapidly consumes gray health to heal it. So he stores gray health whenever he takes damage. The upper cap is 55% of his max health, but while Pike is not visible to enemies, he rapidly consumes gray health. So what this means, indirectly, it means that Pike knows when there is a ward, if there is a ward that can see him. So let's say, for example, he goes in the bush, but he doesn't gain he doesn't consume his gray health. That means that the Pike player should know that this place is warded because he's not healing. Because Pike only heals when he's not visible to the enemy team. But if he's visible, then he doesn't heal. So literally this alone is just this. But better. Literally it's just better. So this is a game changer 100%. So I'm changing it. So I can see through. Actually, okay. I think I know what to do. So Yo and all allies within a certain range. I'm not gonna say specific numbers. I think past Kiyo did do numbers, but I'm not for the sake of things. I'm probably not gonna do numbers for now. But yeah, and allies within a certain range can see through brush without being in it, and have their vision radius increased. When enemy champion leaves Kiyo, let's say they're revealed to the team for 1 second. I don't think this is necessary. I feel like this part is not necessary. So basically what this does, okay. All right. So what this basically means is that unless you specifically have stealth, I can see you. And if I'm playing support, my team can see you. Or my ADC can see you. Because I'll tell you right now, my character kit is not an ADC. I'm a melee unit. I guess melee. I guess for anyone who needs to know if whether or not I'm a melee or or a ranged champion. I know sword generally implies melee, but there's probably is a champion that has a sword but isn't melee. Kayle. Kayle is melee initially, but then she becomes ranged later. But she has a sword and she can be ranged later, so there you go, there's the exception. But get rid of this. And then we change it to something else. What would we add? Because that's definitely just this alone, I don't think is that great. So what would be a good little And all allies also does mean wards in a sense. So it actually is this is a very good passive for wards. Spam detected. I didn't even see the message. Holy frick. That was a very, like, interesting little band there. Oh, okay. Okay, I see it. Okay. Yeah, I see it. Okay. Okay, I see it. I was like, wait. What? I don't normally I would see the message in my personal like chat window, but I don't see it. So I had to go to mod view and now I see it. Yeah. Very unfortunate that we got some bots coming in being like cheat viewers. I don't need that. All right. If people want to watch me, they want to watch me, you know. If they want to just drop by and say hi, then they drop by and say hi. All right. It is what it is. Right. But yeah. Definitely not this. We don't need this. I don't want to just counter stealth champion, so I'm not gonna do anything that involves like, oh, we can see through stealth, because we don't. I don't care about that. What do I want to do? What do I want to do with the passive? Maybe maybe like just a defense buff. Maybe. If multiple allies, or if another ally sees the enemy, they deal less, or I take less damage from them if there's another ally. Ooh, yeah, I think I like that. Yo takes less damage from enemies who are seen by other allies. So if you have if you're top lane and you have a ward, or if you're with minions, then they deal less damage. I guess the counterplay would be stealth, because you still can't see through stealth. But once they get out of stealth, then they do less damage. So wait, actually, I don't know if it's when the enemy does damage to me that they lose stealth, or when they start attacking. Because depending on the answer to that, this passive could be ridiculously nice. Because if it's based off of just if stealth gets removed when the enemy attacks, well, they start attacking, then I basically just take less damage if there's someone else with me. Otherwise, having a lot of thoughts right now. A lot of thoughts. I think I like the passive anyway. I don't think I should change it. I think like just this alone is fine, and then we could just tweak the numbers to be like pretty good, just for obvious reasons. So the Q does different things based on what you target. If you target yourself, you regen health, which scales as a bonus health plus, and you get a 25% damage resistance buff for about 4 seconds. Does not go on cooldown until duration ends. Okay. I assume when I thought about the Q, the cooldown would be based off of, I guess Garen Q, which should be about like 8 seconds. if I'm remembering correctly. So this would be a 12, basically 8 seconds without the assuming no ability haste. It'll be 8 seconds and then plus 4. Or I should say 4 plus everything, the 8 seconds with ability haste adjusted. So it could be 9 seconds. If you have a lot of ability haste, it could be like 9 seconds total. So it'll be like 4 seconds and plus the 5 seconds from the cooldown. If you're targeting an ally, regen health and a move speed buff for about 2 seconds. Although this could target an ally, so I feel like with targeting, like with buffing, I think it's gonna be I think targeting someone should make it not go on cooldown. Because I feel like one of my main issues as a champion should be the fact that I have a high cooldown, and you counter it by, or I should say, ability haste doesn't help me as much because it has a duration that needs to happen before it goes on cooldown. But you can still use actually, let me get rid of this, and then let me do. Okay. There we go. Otherwise, it's going to be a skill shot. The speed is as fast as Ezreal. I specifically said Ezreal W. I'm assuming because SQ is really fast, or pretty fast, so I don't want this skill shot being like that fast. Whereas with the Ezreal W, it's like decently slow. Maybe it's actually pretty fast. I don't know. Actually, can I check here? Wait, hold on. Can I actually check here? Ezreal W. Oh wait, video. Okay, there you go. Oh. Video. Oh. Video. Video. Hello. Hello. Video. Ah, dang. Maybe yeah, I messed up. Wait. Maybe I could go to the official league. If I go to actual Ezreal, if I go to the actual league homepage, I'm gonna mute the tab. Choose your champion. Okay, we get like Ezreal. Okay, I think I could just use this. Okay, and it should be fine. Okay. And then if you compare it to, oh, actually, it's actually decently fast. Did they change the speed? I remember I thought it was faster. I mean, slower. I thought W was slower than that. I guess not. Oh well. If that's the case, then that's fine. So yeah, if I'm not targeting anyone, it would be a skill shot that will leave an AoE. That deals max HP apparently, magic damage. Over time, it explodes and it leaves an AoE. Okay, so it leaves it AoE. It doesn't actually do anything. Okay. Oh no, it's a. Oh, okay, no, it's a projectile that explodes and. Oh, okay, I don't know if. I don't know if past Kiyo intended for this to be able to uh to bump into enemies, or if past Kiyo wanted to leave this vague and let future Kiyo imply, aka me, imply that the projectile just goes and it just explodes wherever you want it to be. I don't know. I'm going to assume, because we compared it to Ezreal W, that it does bump into entities. So if it hits an enemy, I assume it explodes. So I'm gonna put explodes on impact. So if it doesn't hit anyone, it doesn't do it doesn't leave the AoE, I guess. I guess that's like one of the things you can do with my characters. Like if you can use the skill shot to just mess with. I mean, if you're using the skill shot, then I guess it'll question why you're not using the target. I guess like if you want to spam, I guess you could do that. Or if you want to hit an actual like enemy, oh you hit a minion and then you leave the AOE. I guess that's what I wanted. Yeah, I guess that's what I initially intended. That's what I felt like I initially thought about in this one. So I guess we'll leave it like that. W, I'm going to assume W is a mobility spell ability. And then E is going to be another mobility. I feel like I am personally a big fan of having a lot of mobility. So having two mobility spells. I keep saying spells. I mean, yeah, technically it is, but mobility abilities. So W, first cast, charge. Longer charge increases the range of the second cast. You are slowed while charging. Okay. Second cast depends on what you target. If you target an ally, you blink to them and you give them a shield and give them a damage buff. Okay. I feel like I should do this. Just because I feel like this tabbing it like that doesn't really matter. And then we do this. Just italicize all of that. Okay. All right. Second task. Okay, second cast. Target. If you target an enemy, you blink to them, and they have a hard slow for 1 second. Okay, so with the hard slow, I'm going to assume it means like they get slowed by 99% for like a second, but it decays over time. So you would set slow by 99%, but then by like half a second you're at 50% speed, or it would be a 50% debuff. And then they take damage, which scales off of health and AD. I don't know how I feel about the scaling, because I've seen it scale off of health, which it makes sense because I do use my own health. But at the same time, I don't know how I feel about it, because yes, I am a tank. I'm meant to be a tank. I don't know if I like being an HP tank. I guess past Kyo thought I would be an HP tank. I don't know how I feel about being an HP tank now. So I kind of want to leave my judgment for this maybe a little later. Maybe I'll change it so that I don't use health. Maybe I'll just be manaless. Or maybe I'll use energy. I don't know. But we'll see. I think I wanna read everything first, and then we'll see what we can change. Okay. This guy's a bonus health and AD. Otherwise, you do target ally / enemy. So you do both. To all allies and enemies in range. Except no damage buff for ally and only the damage. Okay. So what I'm getting off of this one is if you don't target anyone, you give all allies a shield and you damage all enemies within a certain range. Excuse me. Well, I guess it's okay. Yeah, I like that. So I feel like generally how you would engage, assuming you're not using ult, because I see E already. So it would be you either engage with W or you engage with E, depending on how you feel. I feel like it's better to engage with W. I don't know. Because I can actually see through brush and walls. Which is actually huge. Like this buff, I think in of itself, or this passive is just huge. You see through brush and walls. So if you're looking to team fight, you can actually see a whole lot more. So it's actually pretty significant, my passive. I might change some stuff just to, because I think this passive is ridiculous. Like I remember some of my friends talked about like putting Heroes of the Storm characters in League, and people talk about Lucio, who, for those of you who don't know, Lucio likes to like buff people's speed like around him, so which is really busted in League, I'd say, because being able to go everywhere is huge on I guess in League. It's still huge in freaking Heroes, but still, that just goes to show how freaking broken a character that buffs speed for the whole team, or not, I should say the whole team, but for the people around him is, because it's ridiculous. Also, I do see ads, so I guess reminder to self. Do I want to cut it off, or do I just want to talk about other stuff? Nah, you know what? I'll just talk about other stuff. For anyone who sees this part in VOD Squad, ads show up on Twitch, so I'll just talk about something else. For all the people who do play League and are not screwed by ads, what champions do you guys like? Because I already told you guys I love Garen. Garen is my main. But let's be real. Sometimes people will pick Garen first before you. I've had it happen to me in draft. I don't play ranked, by the way. I'm not a fan of playing ranked. One of the main reasons why I quit League in the first place was because I didn't like I didn't like the toxicity. And I feel like ranked is sweaty. Therefore, if you play bad, then people are going to be more problematic, which is but it's understandably so. Which is why I don't want to. That's why I don't want to play ranked. Whereas if people do bad in regular League or not unranked, then it's more is whatever, right? Like, it is what it is. Because I like to say it is what it is back in the day. And it is what it is. But other champions I would play if Garen were to be taken from me, if I know I'm fighting against Garen, then I guess ask up like freaking like Teemo or something. But even then, like probably not play Teemo. I'd play champions I would like normally play would be like Blitz. It's not Blitz top, of course, but like Blitz. I play Blitz, Cho. I remember I liked Darius, but I don't think I played him that much. I don't remember if I have Mundo in the account that I played, but I do like Mundo as well. He did get reworked, so I don't know everything about him now, but I assume new Mundo is fine. I remember I had a Draven phase for a little bit. Ezreal, same thing. Of course, Garen. I remember in Graves used to just be a regular ADC, but now he just has his shotgun, and now he just does whatever the frick. I didn't play Alawi. I had a Jax phase for sure. Kasante's new, so I definitely haven't played him. I had a cat phase for sure. Let's see, Kled, Cog. I've had a Lee Sin phase. Back when I knew how to play jungle. I don't know how to play jungle anymore though. I believe you can do Garen jungle. It is definitely a thing, but no. I like Leona. Leona's great. Lucian's also nice. Malphite's nice. I didn't play him much though. I remember really liking Lux. Yi, the meme with Yi, because his gimmick is just he just does a lot of damage, and that's it. He does true damage, but otherwise you generally would not freaking pick Yi. If you're playing seriously, you're probably not playing Yi, unless you see the enemy has like no CCs, like all they have is slows. Which in that case, yeah, you probably play Yi, but otherwise, generally you don't do that. You don't play Yi. You will just die because you get CC'd. All right. Mord got reworked. I haven't played Mord, so I can't say. Nasus, or as some of my friends like to call Susan. we love Nasus. Who else? I like Thresh. Let's just go AD Thresh. I don't know if that's still a thing you can do with Thresh. It's AD Thresh. But yeah, I like Thresh. Who else? I like Ribbon as well. Rumble. Who else? Shen as well. I do like Shen. Let's see who else is there. There's Zed. I remember I used to play Zed. I didn't know how to play him very well, but I knew I remember playing Zed. Zac was pretty fun. Like Yasuo. I actually have a friend who's actually a Yasuo one trick, so so yeah. Wukong, I like Wukong. Warwick, I also like Warwick. I also like Vlad. Who else? Urgot was pretty nice. Tryndamere. Oh, I remember really liking I definitely had a Tryndamere phase. I definitely 100% had a Tryndamere phase. He's very simple. He just basic attacks. But if you do get like counter pick, I guess quote unquote by like I guess like a Teemo, you can always just spin, right? You can always just spin, and it'll be fine. You're still gonna get freaking popped, but still not too hard though. Depends, but definitely the Tryndamere phase. Okay, but yeah, those are the champions that I played back in the day, but I assume ads are over now, so we just talk about this. We are now transitioning back to me. All right. E. Target an area and leap into it. It does a small amount of damage, which scales off of AD and a little bit on bonus health, and it knocks back enemies where you leap, and you gain attack speed for a few seconds. So E, basically you leap, knock back, and then you gain attack speed. Pretty simple. Very simple. I like it a lot. So if you want to go like AD, like basic attack, you could go AD. You could play like Garen and just attack. You just press E, attack. Not too bad. Which means I do want to give myself another form of CC. I also like to do CC. So I think with W, I am going to change W to... Actually, before I change it, I like to underline. Hold on. I feel like it's better if I do underline. So I know what things... Underline. Remove that. Okay. Because I want to get rid of this. I want to do this. But that feels a lot better than the other stuff. Okay. I think what I want to do is, instead of the hard slow, it'll be a silence. For 1 second. Okay. It's not going to be like Garen, which is, I believe it's 2 seconds. I could be wrong. Actually, I can check. I can check right now. Is it 2 seconds? Or is it 1.5 seconds? Okay. In between. But yeah, Garen does lack CC. He just has silence. That's kind of it. He's silence and kill. And he takes no damage. Even though that's the case, I don't care. I like Garen. Garen's still my favorite. Even if you don't care about Garen. Anyway, I think I hear some doors opening, so let me mute real quick. Yeah, someone did just come home. And they're being loud. Hold on. Okay, I think I'm fine, but I was also checking. I was also trying to click on buttons in Touch Portal, and they don't seem to be working. Buttons I'm trying to click are VTube Studio related, and I don't know why they ain't working. So let me do the voice activation. So let's see if that works. Model, armor on. Okay, there you go. That works. What if I click the button? It don't work. How dare. Anyway, I'll keep the armor on. This is technically League lore, so this is not in canon, so I'll keep the armor. Normally, for those of you who don't know, I like to take it off because I'm not a fan of it because it's not canon for Kiyo lore. to have the armor. And because we're doing League, I think the armor is fine. But yeah. So we're gonna do the silence for like 1 second. I think with this one, I think we're gonna make it scale off AD. I think W and E should scale off AD. And then with Q, it's kind of just like a poke tool. So it's just it's like percent health. So I think that one should just scale on whatever on max HP, because why not? Does it scale? I don't think I added scaling. I think it just does. I think it just does stuff. maybe initial levels it has higher cooldown, and then as you level it, it does more damage and less cooldown maybe. And then with W, I guess better scaling. I guess the usual stuff. Usually when you level up a skill, it's lower cooldown, more damage, yada yada yada. So yeah. Silence for 1 second, and then they take the damage. It's good for isolating an enemy in particular. E, I mean, I already have a lot of stuff here. With we have a slow, we have a silence, and then ult is. I'm just spoiler alert. My ult is another form of CC. So, and I guess we have a knockback as well. So, quite a bit of CC. Do we need this much? Not really. But I think it'll be fine. We're not doing a lot of damage. My purpose is not really damage. Can you build me as damage? Yes. Will it be good? If you're laning, yeah. If you're roaming, not really. Because my main gimmick with my passive is that I take less damage if there are other allies who see me. That can be a ward. So if you do play me with this kit, you definitely want to keep your ward trinket, keep your yellow trinket. Don't change it to blue. Don't change it to sweeper. You want to keep it as regular ward. If you're playing like top lane, if you're playing freaking support, then you're 100% changing to sweeper, and you're 100% taking something else.
Enemy troops on our soil.
You're taking something else. You're not freaking taking freaking that. Also, welcome on in, Maya. How are you doing today? Welcome on in, Raiders. I'm just gonna say right now, you rated at the wrong person, because holy frick, I'm talking about League of Legends. I'm sorry for all the people who have been freaking scarred by League of Legends. But yeah, we're talking about League. I'm just gonna say right now, welcome on in, Raiders. I'm Kiyo. I am Guy, Guardian dude, and yeah. We're currently doing Kiyo-Sekai, which is a monthly series where I theorycraft and put myself in other games. Right now, we're just revisiting a Kiyo-Sekai that I did back in 2022, which is League of Legends. Why? Because it's a special occasion due to the fact that one of my IRL friends has came back and is now playing games with us again after isolating themselves for like years. So that's a W. Therefore, League. The moment I said League, were you ready for us? I appreciate it, Maya. Thank you for choosing me, even though you chose League of Legends. But anyway, as I was saying, we're talking about putting me in the game. We're visiting from 2022 when I did this in 2022, and we're changing stuff. So, yeah. Also, for anyone who is here and has to head off and go to sleep because either time zones, you got stuff to do, you gotta eat, you gotta do whatever, feel free to do that because I am not here to keep you all prisoner. I'm just gonna say that right now. We want us to. Well, okay, on the bright side, guys, all right, we're not actually going to play League, okay? There you go. I have saved you all. You are not playing League. We're just talking about it. That's the only thing we're going to be doing is talking about it. Unless people get mad at me, then I will just run League and we'll talk about the items as well. But James, is 3 a.m. It's 10 a.m. I see. You're being a little night owl at the moment. But yeah, if you do need to head off, like I said before, I'm not here to keep you prisoner. Go sleep. Go do what you gotta do. Go do life. Wait. Ignore what I just said there. Just do life things. Don't do life. Because one, if you take that the wrong way, no, ew. 2, you know what? I'm not gonna entertain the thought anymore. New generation of League gamers. I think you need gameplay in League while you explain your character kit. Okay. So my Q does this, except it leaves the AoE puddle for a little bit, and that does a little slow. That is my Q if it becomes a skill shot. If I target myself, I heal like Garrett. Except he just stands there with Gary. He just stands there. He just heals. you heal. I don't think I need a show image of a man just standing there and healing. Unless I have to. Okay. All right. You know what? I'll entertain the thought. To go ahead and become a functioning metaverse society. All right. I salute you. You see, Garrett is just standing there. All right. He's healed. Just standing there. Did League of Legends need to show this in particular? Yes, because this is League. He's just standing there. Exactly. That's why I like Garen. Garen is my main. Because he just stands there healing. If you don't mess with him, he just heals. But yeah, you target yourself with my Q, I heal. Just like Garen. Except he doesn't have a prerequisite. I just heal. And I get damage res, which I'm going to change to 20% because I don't want to step in Garen's shoes too much. All right? W. He does a thing. He takes no damage. Did that mean much? No, because I can't see his freaking health bar. If only they showed the health bar here, then it would be like a whole lot more. Like it was like show a side by side comparison, like Darius doing that, and one side Garen not using W and one side Garen using W. But it didn't, cause it's weird. Anyway, but we're not talking about Garen. We're talking about me. So, target an ally, they heal, and they get a speed buff. I target an enemy. I do something like Susan. And yes, people like to call Nasus Susan, because Nasus backwards is Susan. For those of you who don't know, Nasus is Susan backwards. Alright, curse knowledge. I guess for the folks here coming from the raid. Nasus is Susan backwards. Alright, anyway. basically I slow them. But if they're closer to me, the slow is bigger. But if they're further away from me, the damage increases. That's if I target an enemy with Q. So my Q is basically very like versatile, depending on who I target. W is you charge it up, and the range of the second cast depends on how long you charge. If you target an ally, you blink to them. You come to them, like it's like Braum. Although Braum's a leap, mine's a blink, and then you give them a shield, and you give them damage buff. Which I guess it's similar to Nami, right? Wait, hold on. Look at Nami real quick. Nami, right there. Good thing Nami is right next to Susan. All right. Is this one right? Is this the one that gives a shield? I'm blessed with some ally chest to say advise that. Is it a shield or is that her? Nami's abilities to grant movement speed to ally champions hit. No. Where's the... Is it that one? I forget. What gives a shield? Or how does Nami give a shield if she does give a shield? I forget. Because I remember she does buff attacks. I do remember that. I guess the buff looks like a shield. Maybe that's why I think it's a shield. Maybe that's why I think Nami gets a shield. Because of this. Because the buff looks like... Wait, hold up. Hold up. No, wait, no. No, I'm an idiot. No, I'm just an idiot. Straight up. That's not a shield. That's just three things. Why am I thinking of a shield? I see Nami. It's not Aqua Prison. It's not this. It's not that. Because that only applies to enemies. I don't know anymore. You know what? I'm not gonna think about it. Give him damage buff. You give him a shield. It's just increased damage. They just deal more damage. That's it. And they get a shield. If you do it to an enemy, you silence them, and they take damage. I guess let me look at Talon. I believe that's what Talon does. Talon has a skill that does that. Or maybe it's gone now. Oh, I think it's gone now, because this makes him bleed. Yeah, he got changed, because I remember he used to be able to teleport to an enemy and just silence them. Now he doesn't do that. This one is now the leap. This one used to not do any. This one used to just be a basic attack enhancer. And there's a slow. If I remember correctly, I could be wrong. And then this one slows. But this one just does more damage. A lot of damage. And then E used to be a teleport, but now it's a leap. But I guess it does increase his mobility, I guess so. And I believe this is about the same. Yeah, that's about the same. But yeah, I guess I'm just taking freaking stuff off of enemy or champions who used to have stuff, and I'm just taking their junk. If it hits, all right. Blink to the enemy and you silence them. I believe the silence lasts for like a longer than a second though. Could be wrong. And it takes damage. It scales off of AD. In terms of what kind of champion I am, I'm a tank. I'm tanky support. Because my passive allows me and all nearby allies within a certain range able to see through brush and walls, and have their vision radius increased. And I take less damage from enemies who are seen by other allies. Very simple, but extremely effective. I'm just going to say right now. This is a huge game changer in team fights. So, huge. I'd say this is probably one of the big reasons why I would be a support. You would put me in bot lane instead of top lane. I could be wherever though. I could even be in jungle. But I would argue jungle is probably the worst role because you're roaming, and say my passive kind of makes you not want to roam. You want to lane, because enemies who are seen by other allies does mean that minions and wards do matter here. So if you have wards, you can take less damage from the enemy because the ward sees them. Right. Am I gonna actually set the name? Actually, will I ever actually set the name of these skills? Because we only have the passive in ult at the time at 2022. I only had names for ult and passive. I don't really have like a name for these though. Like when I think of abilities, I just base it off of what they are. Like what I've envisioned them to be. If it's just a blast, Q is just a blast. But Q is also targets yourself for the allies and enemies. So it's like, what is Q? Q is a lot of things. So I can't really name anything for Q. W, same thing. It changes depending on who you target. E is the only thing that I would say I could maybe make a name for. Because E is literally just a leap. Basically, it's Riven Q. It's basically Riven's third Q. But does less damage. It has more range. And gives you attack speed. That's it. This is Riven's third Q. I mean, Riven's third Q is pretty good. Don't get me wrong. Knockback is pretty nice. But still. It is just a Riven Q. Or the third one. So. I don't know. I'm going to keep this, obviously, because I think it's fine. Ult. Okay. Ult. You guys are probably going to complain about this one. Going to be like, ring bell, Kiyo, this is OP. Alright. So, chains of suppression. Alright, so I slow myself for 1 second. Afterwards, enemies in an AoE around you, when the slow ends, are rooted in silence for 2 seconds. And then I slam down. So I would be off field. And then I would slam down. So it's like after probably like half a second. Then I would knock enemies up. I feel like with chains of suppression, I feel like in order to nerf it, because you get rooted as for 2 seconds, and then you get knocked out. That's already an alarm bell. If I were to change it, I would change it to 1 second. And then I would slam down. Within an inner circle of the AoE. So, if enemies are close enough to the AoE... Okay, if enemies were closer to me when I use ult, or when the slow ends, they get knocked up. If they are outside of that inner circle, so we would have 2 circles. Actually, let me... I use this? Hold on. Okay. 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 So I would have 2 circles for what the frick did I just do? What is this? What the frick is it? Why did I make a shape? This is a pencil. 0. Okay. Better. Where's the eraser? Or what if I wait? If I just undo? Okay. R. Okay, it's probably pretty hard to see. Okay, let me change it to a different color. Let's do black. Let's do black. And with a pen. Okay. R. Holy frick, that's even worse. Line width. Okay. Better. R. Okay, I don't like the pen. I need pencil. Okay. R. Okay. So with the slow, so you have F guy, me. Okay. I slow for myself for a second. Then people actually let me change the color. Okay. We'll denote red as enemy. Okay. Okay. Enemy. Okay. Then we change it to black again. Alright. Actually, I'll set it to green. So have a inner circle and an outer circle. Okay. I know I should have drawn the circle freaking first, but it's fine. Okay. So the people in this circle, the outer circle, are root plus silence. So these guys are rooted in silence. And so is this one. But the one on the inside, it's gonna denote as blue. Purple. You know what? Fine, purple. This one will get knocked up. So after the 1 second of root and silence, they will get knocked up. I don't know if there are champions that can go through roots and silences. Like a cleanse. There probably is someone who can cleanse roots and silences. The only person I can think of is Gangplank, but I don't know if he can. Let me check Gangplank actually. Because I don't know if he can use it while he's silenced. Because silence prevents you from using abilities, right? And W is an ability. So, I don't know. What is this? Wait. Periodically gameplay comparison backpack set target on fire dealing scaling level plus AD plus 2 plus what percent crit chance bonus true damage over 2.5 seconds. Hurts are dealt 50% damage. Wait. Deal true damage? I didn't realize it. I know gameplay got like reworked at some point. So, Ally says he target with trial by fire gains movement speed for 2 seconds. Every time power decay explodes, the cooldown for trial by fire resets. The gameplay gains bonus movement speed. Okay. Interesting. I did not know this. Because he got freaking changed. Because he now has kegs. And then he has his global cannon, bro. That's about the same. Game Boy can purchase upgrades for a ship in the store for a cost. Oh. I don't remember if you can buy all of these, but or I don't know if you can, but yeah, oh well. But yeah, that's R. This is R. Okay, so after 1 second, after 1 second of that. I know this freaking thing looks so bad, but basically, I slow myself. Whoever's in the AOE is probably a little bit bigger than pictured, but is basically the gist. All right, people who are closer to me also get knocked up, and the people in the AOE get rooted and silenced. Okay. That's my abilities. I'm also melee, by the way. If it wasn't obvious, I am a melee champion. All right, I'm not freaking Kale, who freaking has range. After freaking what, level 6? I forget. We're Kale over here. Because they're passive. Yeah, Gov's ranged. Total of 525 ranged. But yeah. Hey, wait. KO gains additional 100 bonus 8 attack range, so he has 625. It permanently gains full effect of Zealous, so he just has bonus attack speed. So wait, she has bonus attack speed and 10% movement speed, basically. Like, permanently at level 16. Okay. So 30% plus 5% based on AP. And then 10% movement speed permanently at level 16. Okay. And then she becomes ranged with 625 range. And she becomes exalted. But she has a full effect of Zealous, so she's always exalted. So her basic attacks launch a wave of fire to deal magic damage to all enemies it passes through, and is affected by crit. So she always has this. She always has rage. Okay. I can see why people say Kale's a monster. Anyway. I don't think I want to change anything else. I don't want to touch anything else. I feel like I'm afraid to touch anything else, because if I do touch anything else, I'm gonna be sad and regret it later. Because I don't think I regret it right now. I'd say my main thing I may think about changing would be making my Q damage making my Q damage scale. But I don't think I need to, because we have the scaling regen. And then and I already have percent max HP. So I think it's fine. Also, I need to blow my nose. I am sorry to all the raiders, but for anyone running thing, I tend to blow my nose at least once per stream. So, yeah. I apologize. Oh yeah, by the way, I guess for anyone who is also interested, I also play Star Rail. I have play Honkai Star Rail. This is one of my big addictions at the moment because of Star Rail. For anyone who wants to know why I'm mentioning that right now, Because the person who you just heard, the bleh, was Sela from Honkai Star Rail. And I was one of her old voice lines. And it's gone now because people did not like how she was like bleh with Luca when the other languages was like she was okay with she was more okay with them. I love the bleh, but oh well, it is what it is. But yeah, oh yeah, I didn't say this because of the raid, and I was in the zone. I do apologize. I do tend to do this, but thank you, Wolfie Boy, for the follow. I know it's probably I don't even know if you're here right now, but thank you. I tend to not forget, but I was in the zone, so I apologize. Yeah. Do note that your contributions, whether it be monetary or not monetary, are appreciated even if I don't say thank you. In fact, fun fact, I am not a person who tends to say thank you quite a bit. Like I tend to not say thank you. Like I tend to be that guy who just silently nods. Like if you do something, help me out, I nod. Not an appreciative nod. That's the most that I tend to do. I feel like people tend to think I'm being rude for not being thankful, when in fact, I do feel thankful. I just come off as someone who doesn't look like he's thankful. So yeah, let's change other stuff. Let's go to the voice lines here, because apparently we did voice lines too. I'm more so a gameplay kind of lad. I like to theorize about gameplay, but let's talk about this one. Okay, because I did say earlier that the League of Legends lore changed back in the day. The League of Legends was an actual thing and Summoner's Rift was an actual thing, but now it's not, or it's an alternate thing, and it's not really like a thing. It's not a thing in the actual like story lore, but it's a thing for the sake of gameplay, but it's not a thing in lore for the most part. So let me see all the stuff that talks about League of Legends and summoners and all that fun jazz. Okay. Oh, this one. So, yeah, I'll keep an eye out for you. Just tell me when the team. Oh yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, I'm also slightly sick. This is not me nose blowing because I'm sick. I nose blow just because I talk a lot sometimes, and my nose acts up when I talk a lot apparently. So, that's unrelated to me being sick, but I am slightly sick. Actually, that's why the reason why I couldn't stream on Tuesday, because I was sick. Because I went to an event where it was a baby shower actually for one of my cousins, and unfortunately, there were a lot of children, and these children, for whatever reason, decided to not practice proper hygienic habits, and decided to cough openly. And I am mad because now I am sick. And now I had to deal with being sick up until now. I didn't think much of it on Monday, but on Tuesday, I really noticed it. Like my nose and my throat wasn't feeling that great. Probably still isn't feeling that great right now. I mean, I feel much better. If you want to know how I'm feeling right now, I feel much better. I'm streaming right now, so obviously I'm feeling better. Am I completely fine? I'd say probably not, but I'm streaming nonetheless. But yeah, just remove the summoner. Eyes peeled. The enemy may have an ace up there. I'm not gonna do much. I'm not gonna do voice lines, just because my voice is the best right now. Oh yeah, that's banned messages. You have 3. We have 1 that's just built. No, I can't play League. Too bad League of Legends isn't an actual thing anymore, so oh no, I can't use this voice this voice line. Guess I'll go change it to something else then. Boo hoo. Alright, anyway. Meta aside. What do I want to change it to? I could just delete it entirely. You know what? I'm just deleting it. Screw it. Get out of here. Get out of here, plebeian. Out of here. I just delete it. There you go. No. I just okay. I'm gonna drag it to like over. Then I'll drag it here and I'll drag it here. There you go. That's a little bit better. I go where I'm needed. That's okay. Actually, I didn't really change much. You know what I did? Make sure nothing's lurking near us. You ain't worth protecting if you won't even try to protect yourself. I'm like reading all the stuff that I freaking did in 2022. Freaking. Frick, I'm bad with jokes. So what's happening right now? Wait, aren't you forgetting something? Nah, I'm joking. That was that was bad. That was bad. I'm not. If you tell me to make a joke on, I think the reason why I made the joke bad was because I'm not good at making jokes on the spot. Because I'm very much a type of guy who makes jokes based on the context. So if you just put me in something and I don't know what the frick is going on, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna take in my surroundings and understand what's going on before I even make a joke. Okay. Because I think context is important for a joke. Because I feel like, okay, this is probably a hot take. Maybe not hot take, but I feel like a lot of content creators tend to get flack over jokes because people from outside the sphere of people who the content creator is saying the joke about see the joke. Basically, the people who aren't in the know see the joke and they don't understand the joke and they realize and they see it in a different light because they didn't understand. It's like sarcasm. Like, not everyone gets the sarcasm, right? So if someone says a very sarcastic and yeah, if someone says a very sarcastic line and people don't get it, like, it gets people going. I'm just gonna say right now. But yeah, passive. When Kiyo see my enemy, oh yeah, because we changed the passive to not be based on if the enemy sees you. We don't need this anymore, actually. Yeah, we don't need this anymore. In fact, we could just delete this. In fact, you can get the frick out of here. There you go. I think everything is kind of, we don't need to touch unless there's something else that involves the League of Legends or Summoner's Rift. Let's see if there's anything else. Okay. Nope. Oh yeah, what I did with the thing with the Overwatch. I did pull the Overwatch. For anyone who doesn't know what I mean by that is, for anyone who plays Overwatch, for when you play as a person versus having an allied person, and then versus having an enemy of the same person as an enemy, they say different lines. So if I were to give you an example, let's say Ryan, because I like playing Redheart in Overwatch. So if you have an allied Reinhardt ult, he goes like, for the Crusaders. But if you're playing as the Ryan, or if you have an enemy Ryan, they'll say hammer down. Okay. So with my ult, if you have an allied Kiyo, or if you're playing Kiyo, you'll be like, now. Okay, so the reason, for anyone who doesn't know why I'm saying now, it's because when I'm charging, when I'm doing the slow, I'm taking out these sigils, like these runes, and I'm spreading them. I'm trying to take them out and spread them in like a circle, or I'm just spreading them out everywhere. And I would use the runes. I'd be like, now, and then I would silence and root people. And then I would leap down. I would spin and leap down, do a slam with my sword. And then I would do the knockup. If it's an enemy Kiyo, I would say stay down. Because I'm doing the root in the silence. Because the root is like coming from the chains that I would make from the runes. And the silence is because of the effect of the chains, because it can't do anything. And then we have the little grunt. I'm not going to do the grunt because no. Okay, so you have on kill to Garen. I like how I specifically have something to Garen because I'm a Garen main. So come on, Garen. The Vanguard can do better than that. Yeah, to Yi. Got nothing else. I guess if I were to put myself in lore, I would probably have met Master Yi and at some point. So I guess that's why I said I would have a line with Yi. Maybe I'd have a line with Wukong. I don't know, because he was also I don't know if this wait, hold on. Maybe it's not a thing anymore. I don't know if Wukong was ever a student of Yi in current lore. Because, like I said, the lore that I remember is like completely different from the lore I know now. So I don't know. If I'm on no killings, you're doing something wrong. Fix yourself. If I ace, you people need to learn how to be a team. Alright, death. Oh yeah, now I know. Death was based off of the old lore, which was based off the Summoner's Rift being real lore. So I mean, I feel like I would still say this. I think I would still say the first one, because if I am dead, then there is something wrong. Because I am known to be a guardian. I am not supposed to be dying. If I am dying for real, then count your blessings, I guess. But if I'm gonna get rid of the on death spree though, because that's talking about summoners, and that's no longer a thing anymore. I feel like we have a lot of this. Okay. You learn something. Oh no, this is another one. This is another summoner one. Okay. Uh. I guess. All right. I don't know. I'm thinking on the spot right now. Uh, let's not. Let's not mistake again. Okay. Let's just do a very simple. Let's not pull that mistake again. Recall. We got tactical retreat. Low, yeah, no getting out of here. If not low health but has high gold, gonna need more firepower. We got the gold. I don't know if people have lines where they have a lot of gold, but we'll do it. We'll keep that. I think that's pretty much it though. So yeah, I expected this one to be a pretty short one. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that it's 2 hours. I thought it was longer than I expected. The stream. I'm gonna be honest with you all. I thought I would stream for like an hour and I would just end stream. But no, here we are. Freaking talking about League for 2 hours. Alright, in that case, let's see who to raid. I don't know who to raid. I guess if there's anyone playing League, I guess. Otherwise, I'll just end it off here. Cause you know, if you came from playing League, then you know, the vibes. I don't want to send people who came from playing League just watch someone playing something cozy, right? I know we're doing cozy stuff. We're not actually playing League, but you know, I don't want to send off vibes that aren't the same, unless it's someone that I really know, and I know that you guys know them, but you don't. Likely, you don't. So I'm going to not do that. And I don't see anyone in particular doing anything in particular that gives like a similar vibe to League. So I'm going to end off here, unfortunately. Thank you all so much for joining me, though. I do like doing these. I know this was kind of an on-the-spot change. This could have been Slay the Spire instead of League. But here we are. Will I actually play League on stream? I don't freaking know, man. I don't know. I would need to have people. Number one, I would need to have friends, like VTuber friends or just friends in general. I mean, I do, but I don't like I don't like having IRL friends involved at the moment. So that's one. Online friendos. Two, if they're NA, that would be ideal because that would just be ideal. Two. And three, I would need to find a way to prevent stream sniping because I think that's my main concern for streaming League is stream sniping. So yeah. With that said, if you guys do know a way, feel free to tell me in chat, in the comments, if you're watching this via YouTube, because I'm going to definitely put this on YouTube, or if you want to join the Discord and just talk with me, because we talk about other stuff from time to time, you can feel free to tell me on Discord, or I guess, I don't know, maybe, I don't know if you want, do I have a telenym command now? Oh yeah, if you want to tell me how to do it on Telenym, yeah, feel free. Anonymously tell me how to do it. Feel free to. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me. Again, short Kiyo-Sekai, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. And as always, make sure about yourselves and take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful life, everyone. And I will see you guys next week. Based on my schedule, based on my on the top of my head schedule, I think I will be streaming on Tuesday. We're gonna actually do MOC for Star Rail for real this time on like Tuesday, where I got screwed because life said Kiyo gets sick. Then Wednesday we're gonna actually play the story for the 2.7 story because I'm going to be streaming MOC in the afternoon, not the evening. Wednesday afternoon we'll stream the 2.7 story. Thursday, I know I wanted to do something on Thursday. We're gonna do something on Thursday, and then Saturday we're gonna hang out with the homies. I'm going to assume we're gonna hang out with the homies for something on Saturday, or I should say next Saturday, because today is Saturday technically, for me. So, yeah. And yeah. With that said, I'm gonna end off for real this time. Peace. And if you haven't, it does mean a lot to me if you do leave a follow. In fact, I actually forgot to do some stuff. I owe you all 4 push-ups because there are 3 follows last stream with the homies and 1 follow with the stream. So I'll do 4 push-ups and then we're gonna click the end stream. All right. 1. Easy. It's just 4 push-ups. It's just freaking 4 push-ups.